Raging! So I have a bit of a storage review for you guys with these little things with a new system that I have started in my own little beading adventure. There was a lot of people on my Facebook group that was asking questions about storage and how I store things, and I was kind of in a transition phase because what I usually used to buy were these Craftmates totes. It's just a giant bag, and it comes with these trays that are basically individually divided, and this one's got the shit beaten out of it, but they don't pop out. They're individually sectioned, as opposed to like the tackle box cheap $2 things, because I hate those things so much. But yeah, I used to do these, but apparently they're not making them anymore, or something. Like, they still make the trays, but this entire tote thing is no longer being produced because I can't find them anymore, and even Fire Mountain has stopped carrying them, so I needed a replacement for that. So I got the Elizabeth Ward tiny container bead storage from Bead Solutions. Bead Storage Solutions. And I got one of these. I originally got one. This is my second one. These ones are a little bit on the pricier side. I got mine from a craft store, however, and I had a 55% off coupon. This is the 82 piece with all tiny boxes. Originally $40, but with the coupon I only paid $18 for it. And my first one I originally bought is this one, which is the 42 piece, and that one was $30. Again, with the coupon, I paid $15 for it. 14, actually. Or 13. Yeah, I paid 13 for it. So after that, not too bad. So I'll give you a kind of review on this thing. So I wanted to kind of give you guys my impressions of this. The price point is a little high for me, but then again, when it comes to like marketing for beaders, there tends to be a premium for it, and after looking at the quality of this, I kind of can understand the price point. So those prices were for this entire assembly, which isn't bad. You can also buy replacements of each size. Like, you can buy basically one column piecemeal. A box of 3 is like $4, depending on where you get it. A box of these large size ones, you get 5, is around the same price. And then you could buy a large column of these, and the large column of the super tinies. My only qualm about this is that the actual bin itself, like if you wanted to buy a bunch of these and then buy a separate bin to kind of have your extras or whatever, the bin itself is like $16 to $20 depending on where you get it, and I'm kind of just like, you might as well just buy another one. Even though I have a complicated requirement. I probably have similar requirements, but I like to keep all of the same shape in one spot, and I like to keep all of my quantities in the same spot, so ultimately it's really, really modular. So in one of these complete units, you get this little tray. The tray itself is about 1 inch thick, and it's got a lip at the top. You can undo the clasp here, and here on each side to lift the lid. And then you have your bounty of boxes. And these boxes are actually really cool because it's much easier to just grab a box and chuck it in a kit or something. These are also very, very thick, heavy-duty plastic. The hinge, don't open the hinge without tools because you're going to bust something, but it's always good because you can probably throw these around and they won't pop off, but there's that. This part is a little concerning to me because as you bend it up and such, this part tends to weaken, and this part is usually the part that breaks first. You can pull apart this one. It has this pronged locking mechanism to keep the little hinge in place. Snap it back so you can pull it in and out should you need to. I don't really think you would need to do that, but these are very hefty and very sturdy, and they are kind of worth the price point. It's just every time I buy something like this, I cringe at having to drop $20 to $30. What's also nifty is that it comes with a sheet of little inserts that you can write what, you can write the bead shape, you can write where you got it from, the color, finish, all the details, how much you paid for it, so that you can keep it as a reference, which, if I had known better, I would probably use it. But it's kind of nifty, but then again, it almost covers the entire thing here. At least with the tiny ones, these are about the same size as the tiny ones, so you can't really see what beads you're using unless you pull it out of the tray. But it's still nice to have a nice consistent part list, so to speak, so that you can reference, and especially if you have to keep track of your inventory, that makes life so much easier. But yeah, ultimately, I really, really enjoy this system. And it's pretty modular. You can customize it to whatever you want. You don't even need these trays if you don't want to, but then again, if you get the coupon from your craft stores to get the discounted price, it's a really good deal. So, worth it, I think. So I have 2 of these right now. I've used these for my triangles, and I have my second one for my spikes. So I might have to swap out some of these sizes because they only had the 82 piece left, and my spike collection is rather expansive. So, yes, my intent is to get one of these for like each bead shape. So, yes, I just wanted to give you guys this little review thing and what I'm now currently using as a storage system. So yes, if you guys have any sort of storage solutions and displays that you guys want to share or ask questions about, leave me comments down below, because I want to hear your thoughts on them. So I think that will do it from me. If you guys have any suggestions on what I can do to replace this tray, which, I mean, the tray is still nice, and it's very thin, so you can stack them up easily. It's just you're going to be swapping things out, and if you're stacking them on a shelf, it's going to be kind of hard to, like, switch off, and you'll probably have to write a label on the edge of it to be like, hey, this one contains these shapes, etc., etc. So, that will do it from me. If you guys like these kind of review-y things, and if you have other suggestions, leave me a thumbs up and a comment as well as to what I should be trying out. And I'll see what I can do for you guys. If you guys want some feedback on your own pieces, or want to basically poke brain meats of other beaters, be sure to join us in our Facebook group. There will be links down below as well. And yes, if you want more classes from me, be sure to check out my Skillshare classes. Everything will be down below. Check it out, because there's a lot of juicy information there that I can't say out loud because my mouth will just ramble and not actually tell you anything important. So check out down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. And yes, thank you guys so much for joining me, and of course, if there's anything I need to be trying out right now, feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I will see you next time.